Hey, what's up guys, it's Paralyzar, and today I wanted to make a quick video for you guys talking about some of the changes that have been happening to the abilities for Ret Paladins. Now, the thing here is that people, I don't think they've went back and looked at some of my older videos, but I've done a video like this already. I'm going to be a little more in-depth about it, but don't forget that there are some things that just haven't changed yet and some things that are going to change. So when this patch, patch 5.4 hits live, sorry about that, when this patch hits live, I'll actually do a full in-depth guide on what to do for Ret Paladins, what to build, what to gem, all of, all of your enchants, everything like that I will be going over as soon as this hits live. Now I'm not saying as soon as 5.4 releases, but as soon as the season ends and that patch is released, I will be making a video about it. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, and we're going to go on into this. I'm going to explain some of the glyphs that you'll be using and some of the glyph changes. Also, I'm going to explain some of the talents and talent changes. So the first thing we're going to look at is glyphs, because I did make a video the other day talking about Burden of Guilt. Burden of Guilt is this huge ability that was removed as a talent. As you can see here, it is no longer there as a talent. Sorry, it was up here. And Evil as a point of view has replaced it. I'll get into that in just a second. So what they did was they went ahead and added Glyph of Burden of Guilt. Now, again, I said this was sort of like Chains of Ice for Death Knights for Paladins. But basically what it does is it allows your judgment to slow the target by 50% for 2 seconds. This is physical. It cannot be dispelled. That's a big deal. Very big change. I will be using this in almost every way I can. I will never change this talent out, or this glyph. The one that I would change out is maybe versus Wizard Glyphs is Glyph of Divine Protection. Normally that should be changed out anyway. And if I'm going to switch that out, I'm going to go ahead and go for something like, where is it? Double Jeopardy. If I can find it here, I'll show you. It allows you to Judgment for 20% extra damage if you use the Judgment on the second target. And I don't really like any other glyphs. I mean, maybe Glyph of Flash of Light for versus Wizard Cleave, so you don't have to worry about this 20% magical damage reduction. You know, you'd rather have the full-on thing. Maybe even Glyph of Word of Glory. Actually, this one would probably be preferred for me. I know I've said that a lot before, so. The other one that you should always be using is Glyph of Templar's Verdict. That 10% damage for 6 seconds after dealing damage with Templar's Verdict or Exorcism is really nice. So don't forget, a lot of people forget that it comes from Exorcism too. It's really nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the glyphs. I mean, they did do some other changes. And if I can find it right here, I'll show you. Just a second. Oh yeah, Glyph of Inquisition. Now, this glyph actually didn't exist. They actually added this one. I'm not sure if I care for it too much because it would only be useful in Battlegrounds. But whenever you land a killing blow, that yields experience your honor, the duration of your Inquisition increased by 30 seconds. Kind of nice for Battlegrounds, but it's a major glyph. Like, why would you? I don't see the point in that. Anyway, they did add another glyph, actually another 2 glyphs. Glyph of Divine Shield, removing harmful effects with Divine Shield heals you for 10% of the effects are removed. So basically, if you have a ton of debuffs on you, such as dots or anything like that, whenever you use Divine Shield, you're going to gain 10% of whatever they would have done. So if you have 5 stacks on you or something like that, like 5 debuffs, you'll get 50%. As it says, you cannot exceed 50% of your maximum health. The other glyph is Hand of Sacrifice. Hand of Sacrifice no longer redirects damage to the Paladin. Now what this means is when you sacrifice to someone to get them out of a CC, the damage that's dealt to that target will no longer damage you. Again, I don't think it's that worth it, personally. I mean, if I'm going to run, something to decrease their, to not damage me, but to decrease their damage, I'll be using Hand of Purity, as you can see here. Anyway, that's about it for the glyphs, so we're going to move on to the talents. I'll talk a little bit about that, and then we'll end the video. Okay, guys, so really quickly we're going to give a look at these talents and kind of explain what and how evil is a point of view, how it works, I guess. Now, as you can see, they made Turn of Evil have a 1.25 second cast. Now, this cast will fear a target, and it can be any target if you have this talent. Now, what this talent does is it allows for enemy players to be feared. I've talked about this before. Now, how that kind of doesn't fit in for Ret is because the best comp for Retribution is Pally Hunter Priest, PHP. Pally Hunter Priest has a lot of CC without the fear. Now, granted, when your priest lands a huge sphere, that's a big deal, but why would you want to DR that? Is kind of the point that I try getting across. Because, one, it's a cast time. It's going to be hard to do unless you use Aura Mastery. Now, 1.25, you might think that's not a lot, but that is about as much as a flash of light. Yeah, it is exactly the same. So just think, have you ever been kicked using Flash of Light? It's just as easy to kick you if you use Evil as a point of view. Now, your Aura Mastery is really nice, but you also have to remember that Aura Mastery reduces magic damage taken. So when you use Aura Mastery, you're not only trying to allow your healer to cast his heals, I mean, that's the main part of it, but when you're facing a Wizard Cleave and your priest gets silenced, you want to have Aura Mastery, so you can stop some of that damage and allow your healer to heal you. Now, that's pretty much my opinion on Evil as a point of view. If I'm not running with a priest, I might use it. If I'm running with a priest, I'm 90% of the time still using Fist of Justice. I don't think Repentance is even viable for Ret. I don't think it is. I think Holy Paladins will be using Evil as a point of view a lot. I think it's awesome, and I think they'll like it. Anyway, we're going to go down the talent tree real quick, and this is the base one. Remember that if you're not running with a priest, it's okay to use Evil as a point of view. You just don't want to DR with your priest. So we're going to say Long Arm of the Law. This one's probably still the best because of the cooldown in your judgment. Fist of Justice, I like this one a lot. I think the 30-second cooldown is really nice. I mean, Evil as a point of view, like I said, it's going to be really hard as Ret to get that off and have it not DR with your priest. So Selfless Healer is still by far the best, I would say. Clemency. This one I'll use 90% of the time, and 10% of the time against a good Wizard Cleave, I'll be using Hand of Purity. I shouldn't even say 10% of the time. If I face a good Wizard Cleave, I'll be using Hand of Purity. That's just how it is. Clemency, though, is really nice. It just depends on what you're facing when you use Hand of Purity. Holy Avenger, by far the best, and Holy Prism is still by far the best. So that pretty much does it for the talents, and I know the last few I kind of said, oh, these are the best, but it's a point-proven thing. Holy Avenger and Holy Prism, by far, do the most damage in the shortest amount of time. And you can get recount and do your PvE thing and whatever, your damage will be higher, and you'll have more output and more pressure with Holy Avenger and Holy Prism. That's pretty much it. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to go into gems or gems or enchants or anything like that until this goes live, because there are some gems that are missing and stuff like that. But when this does go live, I'll be making another video for you guys, and I'm trying to think of anything else I can add here. But pretty much just look forward to the new video. And that's going to do it for today, guys. I hope this helped at least one person. Remember that the big video, when the patch releases, I'll be uploading that then. It should be the 10th or the 11th this coming month. And until then, I hope I can give you guys some more interesting content. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember that if you did like this video, go ahead and leave a like, because that helps me a lot, and it's there to let me know that you guys want to see more stuff. Also, go ahead and leave it in the comments if you have any suggestions to make, or if you just want to let me know what you think. Go ahead and do that, especially if you have any questions, guys. That's why I'm making this video, is because someone had asked a question. So go ahead and let me know what you think. Ask a question. Do whatever you gotta do. It's all up to you guys, and I will see you next time. With much love, Paralyzar.
Running around with my head down, my pride in the ground.